What is up, you guys? Welcome to today's video. In this video, we will be installing the Angle kit. We will be installing the wiring harness of the motor, a couple extra little goodies. The only thing we are waiting on to turn the car over is for the next video. So this video, hang tight. We're gonna try and fix out some little loose ends that we have, maybe like grounding issues and stuff like that. But after that, we should be just about up and running. Thank you for the support. A lot of you guys are joining us now, and enjoy the build, you guys. It's just getting started, so hopefully lots of good things to come. This car has an electric power steering, and essentially all I need to do, according to the internet, is find two cables in here, a black, a white, connect those two together, and essentially that will give me power steering. So I don't know how true that is, but we will find out. That was actually a lot easier. So you just pop off the side tab here, then you take off one bolt here, and then you come in here and you have all this mess. The one that it is this one. It is plugged into right here, and it has these three cables according to the internet, a black, a white, and a green, but we do not use the green. We will only be using the black and the white. The only thing I am concerned about is if I'm always gonna have electric power steering on while the car is off as well. If that is so, then I'm gonna have to figure something else out. But if these two I can connect and only get power when the switch is turned on, then we are golden. Now we're gonna throw a battery in her and give this a shot. Switch is off. With the switch off, it definitely has not changed. All right, switch is on. Cross your fingers. Oh, wow. So, you know, one of those fixes that seem too good to be true, that's one of them. Luckily, that is it. As I was cutting those two wires, I came to a conclusion that maybe the wiring harness that's gonna come in the mail is already set up for using the electronic power steering for the BRZ. So if that is true, I will end up reattaching the original setup that was there. The only reason I would take off what I just did is because sometimes the power steering or the electronic power steering, it'll get easier as it's slow or as it's at low speeds, and then the higher speeds, it'll get harder. Always very assistive. Then when you're going at really high speeds, it can be dangerous because that wheel can like snatch. So I'm stoked that worked. All right, on to the next thing. On this side, they're very tucked in, nice and neat. Then they come in through the back and down into the firewall inside the passenger side. I pulled out the plugs, and we're gonna go ahead and change the spark plugs and the spark plug wires, because let's just say they weren't too happy when I pulled them out. Then after that, we have not installed it inside the car yet. Long story short, this is the ECU for the motor that connects directly, and then this is the CAN bus that will connect directly to the BRZ. Up here there's a little computer that I have to connect to. So if you're doing this LS BRZ wiring the way I did it, and you're using the Wiring Specialties CAN bus system or any CAN bus system that connects into the BRZ, you're gonna look under the passenger side dash, at least for USDM. Inside, so straight under the glove box, there's these two boxes. You're looking for this big box up top that has these 4 pins. As you can see, it is the second and the last pin, or if you're looking from the glove box in, it's the first and the third that connect directly onto the CAN bus system. Do you know what time it is?
What? Unboxing.
That is the Mustang I crashed. I crashed into that thing on this side over here. Do you want to get the angle over there? I slammed it into some tires, and yeah, that happened. Is the race car shop. We have the old 86 under the new 86. First of all, before I open it, can you guess what color I got? You know how boring I am. Look around.
Gray.
But that's not fair because saw me order it. It just looks clean. Sometimes you can't beat simplicity. And when it comes to this, I like it because it helps me keep it clean. Nice packaging. Nice cardboard. It's the most beautiful cardboard I've seen in my life. Oh, the perfection. The welds. The weight it carries. It's actually sturdy. Like, I know some of these things are meant to break, but not this. By the way, I know there's people out there that are so like about their unboxing. I don't really care about the packaging. She is. She's like, if the packaging isn't right, then she's crazy. But for me, it's not on the outside, it's what's on the inside.
True.
Oh my goodness. The beauty. I just love the simple colors. Alright. Well, let me go ahead and unbox this whole thing and then I'll get back to you guys once I have it all kind of set to its side. Frida, do you like the angle kit? Yeah? Hey Frida. Beautiful eyes. I like your eyes. And this is the Mantis angle kit from FDF. This thing is amazing. The finish on this is awesome. I am so excited to put on here. All right, so we went to go pick up the drive shaft. The drive shaft did not fit. This one was supposedly custom made for the LS swap to go into the OEM BRZ rear end. Unfortunately, everything was perfect except for the actual size here of the splines at the end. I'm not sure where the error was, but they were supposed to be for a T56 and they ended up not fitting. So I have to drop the transmission and I'm going to be taking them the transmission so that therefore they can just check the size and maybe make it at the moment. But I still have to take off the transmission to get to the clutch lines again because unfortunately someone forgot to put on the clutch lines. In order to drop the transmission, we have to drop the car, unbolt the top, and then get to the bottom bolts first. So up there first, then you know what I mean. Like I said, don't judge me. The way we're doing this is we are going to put the drawer that is rolling away on us. We will be, where the hell is it going? Okay, we will be putting that under here, dropping the car or the transmission onto the chest here and using that because I don't have a transmission jack. Stay. In doubt, have your friends come over. You ready? All right. Oh, yeah. Oh wait, I put a brake. Hold on. All right. It is a takeoff, by the way. Okay, you guys, as you can see, it is dark because I have a lot of old parts. It takes a minute to get out. I don't know the exact angles to put everything, so I'm just kind of going with what fits for now and what looks decent. It's on there, granted. There it is. Mantis angle kit. We're still gonna do the other side before we give up, but so far so good. All right, you guys, it is another day. That angle kit is on. You can see we got quite a bit of poke. I actually had to throw in a spacer, I believe a 1-inch spacer on both front ends because the shock that goes down was actually hitting with my tire. But there she is, man. And these are actually original shocks in the front and they are already rubbing and touching. So we'll see. I don't know if I need to go any lower than that, but once the wide body kit is in, we'll figure out everything else. Stance is actually on point. I don't mind the stance in the front. It's got a little bit of poke, as you guys can see here. Luckily that wide body will come out and kind of fill this in a little bit better. The rear end still doesn't have spacers, so we still have to put the spacers back here. And then once we get that spacer put on, we should have this thing poking out to at least around here. I mean, a little bit more, not too terribly much, but maybe something to kind of get it close to what the front looks like. But there she is. Nice and clean too. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you for subscribing. A lot of you guys that are joining us now, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the build. We will almost get up and running with this one. Hopefully she'll be on the track sometime soon. And the 86, stay tuned for that one as well. After this build is done, we are moving on to that one. I like to keep them one at a time for now, just because it helps me organize the house a little bit better. So again, thank you guys, and we'll see you guys in the next one.